in the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with the white trim. He tipped in at 228.5 pounds. This gentleman has 18 wins, 5 losses with 13 knockouts. He is a native of Magnolia, North Carolina, but fighting out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. He is ranked number 9 by the World Boxing Association. Ladies and gentlemen, here is James Bonecrusher Smith. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the white trunks with the black lettering. He weighed in at 233.5 pounds. This young man has 25 wins, only 2 losses with 17 knockouts. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen, here is the World Boxing Association heavyweight champion, Terrible Tim Witherspoon.
The rules and regulations have been established already at the dressing room. I want a clean fight. I want a rabbit punch. Any knockdown, go to the polymeter corner and stay there until I tell you to come out. The 3 knockdown rule is on. Shake hand with the better sound come a fight and good luck.
Witherspoon weighs about 12 pounds more than the last time he fought Bonecrusher Smith. Most of those pounds seem to be distributed around his cleavage, but it hasn't bothered him in recent fights. Only when he fights someone as good or better than him, apparently, will that bother him.
Incidentally, referee Luis Rivera, when he gave the instructions, said the 3 knockdown rule is in effect, and we don't believe that it is. We'll try to check that for you.
Bonecrusher just jumped right at Tim and put him in a little trouble early.
He's really coming up, and he's really giving him some good shots here.
But that shot really dazed Tim. In fact, Tim was just retreating now, not throwing back any punches.
It was the first punch of the fight. There was a big right hand. And Witherspoon is hanging on.
It was a good move by Bonecrusher.
That's a slip. That's a slip.
Now what he needs to do, Barry, is to stay there. He needs to stay inside.
Another right hand behind the head of Witherspoon has him covering up again. Witherspoon in a whole bunch of trouble here.
I believe that should have been called a knockdown. He went down to one knee, and even though he got quickly up, that was a knockdown.
And still just under 2 minutes remaining in this round. A long way to go. And down goes Witherspoon. Not an ounce of perspiration on Tim Witherspoon, and he is not at all on solid legs. Smith swarms over him. Another right hand. Witherspoon's down again. 2, 3, 4. We may find out about that 3 knockdown rule.
And we may find out about that excess weight.
There is not a 3 knockdown rule is the word that we get. Not as Luis Rivera said in the instructions. And Smith still right on his man. 1 minute remaining in the round. A long way to go. Witherspoon still in trouble. Down he goes again. And now it's over. Rivera stops the fight.
The fight is over. A monumental upset.
Rivera stopped the fight based on a 3 knockdown rule, which was not in effect.
I'm speechless now. I didn't think that would happen.
Tremendous upset.
But you know something, Bird? Tim Witherspoon was so lethargic. He got into the ring and there was no really life into him. And Bonecrusher Smith, you have to give him credit. He took advantage of every opportunity. Was able to put Witherspoon down 3 times. 3 consecutive times.
It was the first punch of the fight that did it, really. Let's take a look at literally the first punch of the fight, Ray. Smith just leaped out of his corner and was right on him with the right hand.
Bonecrusher knew that Tim Witherspoon was not warmed up. He raced across the ring and landed a beautiful right hand that put Tim down. It was a good move on Bonecrusher Smith's part.
And it looked as though Witherspoon was going to be able to weather that one. He kind of got his legs back under him, but then right back came Smith, rather.
Well, it seemed as though Witherspoon had regrouped and got himself together. That left hook there, again, put him in serious trouble, and he goes through the ropes again.
And I'm not even sure Bonecrusher Smith realizes the enormity of what he's just done.
The beauty of it is to be a substitute, and all of a sudden to win the heavyweight crown.
Let's take another look at the last knockdown now, as Witherspoon still had a minute to go, a little less than a minute to go.
Well, Tim was never really into the fight. I mean, Bonecrusher just wailed away, unanswered punches.
Well, you know, the criticism of Witherspoon has been not only his weight, but his conditioning for almost as long as I could remember, and tonight it caught up with him.
But I noticed it was the same punch that he knocked out Mike Weaver with.
Well, he's made a career out of the right hand.
Well, one thing about it, Bonecrusher Smith not only shocked himself probably, but shocked the entire boxing world with his stoppage of Tim Witherspoon.
Bonecrusher was the guy who came in here, as we said, with 13 knockouts. But interestingly enough, 12 of those 13 knockouts, Ray, came in the first 5 rounds. In fact, 7 of the 13 came in the first 2 rounds. So he's the kind of guy that either got you early or went the distance.
Well, I always say that when guys get in the ring, if they're not perspiring, they're kind of tight, they're cold, and it's a good time to hop on them. Bonecrusher Smith did just that, especially with heavyweights, because they take a while before they really loosen up.
Well, Witherspoon never did. The only place he got loose was in the legs. Let's get up now to the ring announcer, Ed Darien. We'll get the official decision. Ed?
Ladies and gentlemen, with the 3 knockdown rule in effect, referee Luis Rivera stops this bout at 2 minutes and 12 seconds of the first round. And the winner and the brand new World Boxing Association heavyweight champion, James Bonecrusher Smith. Now, how about a nice round of applause for Tim Witherspoon? Let's hear it, Paul.
All right, Harold Letterman is with us here. And before we go on with the festivities with Larry Merchant here, I want to ask Harold about the 3